Thanks for clicking. I'm Mark Morse, and today I wanted to participate in a thread, a vinyl community thread created by my friend Kyle from Pleasure Den of the Absurd. One of my favorite YouTube channels, not just for vinyl stuff, but just for lots of stuff. Kyle has a really weird taste in movies and music, and I just enjoy his channel immensely. And this is his first thread, and I wanted to be hopefully the first person to jump on it because I think it's an exciting thread. What he's wanting us to do, and I'll link to Kyle down below. Kyle Pleasure Den of the Absurd. He calls his little domain the Sanctuary. Anyway, what he is doing is a thread featuring women artists on vinyl. And when I first got onto YouTube and started figuring out where I belonged and stuff, and I kind of fell into the vinyl community, I had missed a big women artist thread, and I felt it was too late for me to do it because it had been out for a while and seemed to have run its course. So I never jumped on it. And so now that Kyle has created it again, I'm eager to jump onto it. He has a few hard rules, actually only one really hard rule, and that rule is it has to be a female artist. It can't be a female artist just fronting a all-male band or anything like that. So people like the Pretenders, that wouldn't be allowed. I imagine Blondie wouldn't be allowed. Anyway, that's the big one. The other thing is he wants us to be as diverse as possible, to bring in all sorts of genres. So just a little diversity, maybe a little equality there, maybe a little inclusion even. But I wanted to jump on this, and I'm just going to show, I think he showed 10 records, and I think I don't know if I have 10, but I have about 10. And I'm going to start off with Etta James. This has been on my turntable a lot. My daughter got me this for Christmas in 2024, and I just really enjoy it. The song that a lot of people know is At Last, and that is a song that was actually the first dance of at the reception of my wedding. That probably should have been called Ain't Gonna Last, but we played At Last. Great song, great memory. Etta James. This one came from my friend David of Garage Geek, David. He sent me a stack of records, and one of them was Roseanne Cash. Is she a chip off the old block? Not really. I do enjoy a lot of Johnny Cash. He goes a long way for me, but there are some songs I just love by Johnny Cash. Sunday Morning Coming Down, etc. Roseanne Cash, she's an artist in her own right. To me, she's more of what I call, she's not what I call new country. It's kind of a new country sound. She has a great voice. The music sounds good. It's not my genre though. This is not one. I've played it twice now. I played it when David sent it to me, and I played it today just to refresh my memory. But Roseanne Cash, another female artist that has really made some marks in the recording industry. Somebody more along my lines, Nico. This is Chelsea Girl. I was able to get this one recently, maybe, I don't know, in the last 6 months or so. I've always wanted this, finally got it. The big song in here that people would know is These Days. It was written by Jackson Browne, and the song made it onto that movie, The Royal Tenenbaums, and I started hearing it a lot after that movie. So that's That's Nico. Of course, I was introduced to her first in the Velvet Underground. Mary Hopkin. This is the album Postcard. She's just a real sweet woman. Kind of discovered by Paul McCartney, I suppose. The big song of hers was Those Were the Days, I believe is what it's called. Those Were the Days. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. That was her doing that. She also does a Paul McCartney song that's not on this album, but it's called Goodbye. Very beautiful. If you like Mary Hopkin, you probably already know about that Goodbye song, but it's a good song to look up. Goodbye, Mary Hopkin. This was another record in that stack of records that my friend David from Garage Geek sent me. Nina Hagen. I always hate saying her last name. I want to say Hagen, but it's pronounced Hagen. To me, that just sounds rude. Hagen. I don't know. She's hogging all the ecstasy in this record. But Nina Hagen, I guess if I had to describe her, or what she's probably most commonly known for, is in the 1980s, she was a real big pioneer in the German punk movement. And you don't hear much about Nina much anymore. I guess she had somewhat of a comeback in 2000, but I don't know if it's really a comeback. I never heard, I don't remember her coming back in 2000, so I don't know if it was a big comeback, but she was a German actress, and it's very interesting stuff, but a very, definitely a product of that time period. When you listen to it now, at least for me, somebody who grew up, you know, in the 70s and 80s, it really is kind of isolated to that time period for me. But Nina Hagen. I'm trying to get as many genres in here as possible. This Lana Del Rey. This was a surprise for me. I'd heard a lot of Lana Del Rey, and every time I heard her, I'm like, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. And I asked my niece, I'm like, we were looking for records one day, and I kept running into this record, and I said, hey, she loves Lana Del Rey, and I said, is this worth buying? She said, yeah, get it. I love this record. Born to Die. I love this record. I played it constantly. I was so surprised how much I loved it. But other people have told me to, I'm sorry, my memory isn't what it used to be, but a lot of people have recommended another album of hers that I should get. I'm going to look into it. I can't remember what the record is now, but Lana Del Rey. Patti Smith. I cannot stress how important Patti Smith was to me as a teenager. This is Horses, her debut album. This record just blew my socks off. Not only, like a lot of males growing up in the 70s and 80s, it was, you kind of just naturally went, you didn't give women artists as much attention as you gave the male artists, because we were all very ignorant back then. Not all of us, but I was. But this is, I had a girlfriend who got me to start appreciating female artists. She got me listening to Linda Ronstadt, and she really liked old country like Patsy Cline. Kitty Wells even got me listening to that. But it was Patti Smith who really blew my socks off when this album came out. Horses. Just, she's been called the punk poetess of rock and roll or something like that. Just a fantastic album. Not only did it change my view of female recording artists, but really what music was all about. This is a really powerful album. I've tried to get people to like this more than I think. I don't sometimes. I know it's a classic and it's a great album. Most people understand that, but in reality, the people I know in my life, I have a really hard time getting them into this. But this is such a great album, and I recommend it highly. Cat Power. I've talked about Cat Power before. I think her music is beautiful. I think she has a beautiful voice. This is the only record I have by her, but I need to get more. This is called You Are Cat Power Free, but I think it's most often just called Free. The song on here that I like the most is a song called Werewolf, and it was written by, oh God, I'm going to forget the guy's name. Michael Hurley, maybe? Michael Hurley? Probably got it wrong. But she didn't write that song, but man, her rendition of it is gorgeous. Cat Power, Werewolf. I wish I could play it on here, but I am sure that it wouldn't let me do that. Or YouTube wouldn't let me do that. Another artist that I love is Sinead O'Connor. This album is my favorite one. Not a bad song on here. The big song, of course, was that Prince song, Nothing Compares to You. Nothing Compares to You. Beautiful song, but not my favorite song on here by a long shot. All the songs on here are great. The only one that I somewhat don't like is like the title track. I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. It's kind of an a cappella kind of thing. I don't like that as much, but all the other songs on there are just fantastic. I played this to death when it came out. Okay, and then this is my cheat, Kyle. I know that if we're going to do a band, it had to be an all-female band. And I want to talk about the Waitresses. The Waitresses are not an all-female band. I think it was like, oh, there's a picture of them on the back. I think it was like 3 men and 3 women. But this has such a strong feminine vibe to it. I just think it's almost an anthem for women to me. The song on there that I've heard the most, this is another one my friend David from Garage Geek sent. So thank you so much, David. You probably didn't realize how much joy these things gave me. But I Know What Boys Like. And I don't know if that's in a movie or what, but I have heard this song a lot. And you probably have too. I know what boys like. They want to touch me. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I can't do that song, and I can't remember the lyrics even if I tried. But this whole album is fantastic. I've been told this is their best album. I wouldn't know. This is the only one I've ever had, and I got this because of David from Garage Geek. That is my entry into this thread. Kyle, I hope I did you proud. The Waitresses was a cheat, but it really has such a feminine vibe. I really wanted to get it in. Of course, there's lots of female artists out there I didn't mention. Left lots of big ones out there for people if you want to join in on this. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Kyle, for doing this thread. I know how scary it is to do your first thread, especially when nobody jumps on it right away. I had a history of a thread that nobody jumped on for months and months, and I guilted some people into it, and that was somehow more satisfying than if they jumped on it right away. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go visit Kyle at the Pleasure Den of the Absurd, and I'll see you all again soon.